I want to get your thoughts on this. This was a very interesting comment on YouTube. And let me pull this up right here. When I read this, I was just kind of like, huh? And he was doing a little bit of a comparison from what he had saw within the Divas division the past 2 weeks, including what he saw on Raw Monday night. Divas division is irrelevant. Please, STFU. I'll let you figure out what that means, but it's definitely not friendly. The Divas division is a joke. Now, I actually responded to this, but Chastity, I definitely want to get your perspective on what you've been seeing from the Divas division past couple of weeks. I told him, I said, excuse me, WTF, what are you watching? The Divas division is relevant right now, largely in part to WWE writers putting more time into key wrestlers like AJ Lee, Natalya, Caitlyn, Naomi, Layla, just to name a few. Adding the possibility of Michelle McCool coming back and Total Divas on E scoring good numbers, which in turn is bringing in more of an audience and attention to the Divas division, and you got yourself a bit of newfound popularity. If the division wasn't relevant, Stephanie McMahon would never give a rub-off to the Divas champion any other Divas. So, two-part question for you. What do you make of that comment from that one particular YouTuber, and what's been your take on what you've been seeing from the Divas the past several weeks?
It's hard. I'm biased as a female in the business. You're always going to have ignorant fans, and I find that to be a very ignorant comment because
Amen.
If I had to take a guess, I'm sure that fan would rather watch. I don't even know. Anyways, I think the Divas division is going fantastic right now. I think Total Divas I was iffy about it. I know a bunch of girls in the business were nervous that Total Divas was going to, it was going to be a scripted reality show about a scripted sport. That's what everyone was talking about. But I think that Total Divas, like you mentioned, is drawing in a new audience because it's on E! Network with, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, a show that's, talked about in every girl's locker room and every, apartment complex around. Any group of girls that get together, you got a Keeping Up with the Kardashians fan, and somebody watches something on the E! Network. And now that, Total Divas is on there, whether you're a wrestling fan or not, you're going to watch this show that's about a bunch of girls who beat people up for a living. And when you watch it and you see the Bellas are dating John Cena, a guy that everyone knows of, knows as the face of WWE or as the actor in this movie or that movie or the guy from the Subway commercial or whatever, you know who John Cena is. And then you hear about Daniel Bryan and people around here who know that I am involved in wrestling. I always get people coming up now and they're like, I watched that show Total Divas last night. Did you know Daniel Bryan didn't own a TV? Like, the smallest of things stand out to them, and then I'm like, yeah, you should watch him on Monday night. Like, he started from the bottom, and now he's at the top of wrestling. Like, he's doing this thing, and it makes people want to watch. And then you see the drama between the Funkadactyls, and then you see Natalya and her, underrated and underutilized talent. It makes you kind of want to watch to see what it is they do on Monday night. And I love that. To say that the Divas division is irrelevant amazes me that they're talking about the same show I'm watching every Monday because, like you said, if it were irrelevant, if it were useless, why in the world would Stephanie McMahon take time out of her, being a mom and being a businesswoman and being a freaking millionaire, come to, like you said, have a little run-in with the Divas champ? Like, Stephanie has bigger and better things to worry about, I'm sure, but the fact of the matter is she's putting in time to build this Divas division. When they first started doing the Caitlyn having a secret admirer thing, I remember them kind of test running it on NXT with Sasha Banks, and it went over smooth, so they decided to bring it up to Raw. When Caitlyn had the secret admirer, that was the start of something beautiful in the Divas division. Caitlyn's another one that I'm not really 110% behind yet. There's some things she does that I like, other things that I'm not too fond of. But girls like the Bella Twins and Natalya and AJ and Layla are all girls that I thoroughly enjoy watching, and seeing them get time on TV and actually putting on solid matches makes me super happy. Like, there's actual storylines. It's not just, tonight we're going to have a mixed divas, or a 10 divas tag match tonight. There's actually meanings behind it. Like, we're watching these girls fight for something. And it's not just, okay, he's going to be the Divas champion and hold it for a few months and then lose it to another boring match. No, these girls are actually fighting for something. You're kind of like, the Bella Twins are still considered the mean girls. They're still heels at heart. But everyone's getting behind Brie at this point. Like, yeah, I want Brie Bella to become Divas champ. Like, you're watching Brie evolve as a worker. You're watching Brie's body evolve. Like, she is, I don't know if you paid attention to this, her abs lately, like her stomach and her core as a whole, she is like getting so fit and so just petite but absolutely tone looking. Like, she just looks like the epitome of what a female wrestler should be. She's got the sex appeal, she's beautiful, and she's so talented, and she can talk on the mic. She's got that personability and a personality about her that just makes you able to connect with her and stuff. So the fact that as a heel and as a girl who, she's not losing her character whatsoever. She's still being catty and conniving, but you want her to beat AJ because you just like AJ that much more. So back to the comment of saying that the Divas division is irrelevant. It doesn't piss me off because, like I said, it's an ignorant comment that was made, and in a few weeks from now, no one's going to even remember what that guy said because these Divas are making a lot more money and having a lot more fun than he is sitting behind his computer like that. So if he thinks WWE is boring, he should check out Shine this weekend because I would love to see him think Shine is irrelevant or our Divas division down there is irrelevant. So.
Hey, I agree with you 100%. Hey, look, it's so irrelevant I can't even remember his screen name, so that says a lot right there.